Your Honor, did you say you would get back to me? Is that?
Yeah, just hold on.
Oh, I see. Okay.
All right. Getting back to where we started. Mr. Stetson, in front of you is a document. The title is State's Consent to Video Conference. I mentioned a while ago that both you and the state have the right to demand an open public courtroom hearing. This one in front of you has been signed by the state saying that they agree to video conference. Do you see and understand that document?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. The second document is called a discovery acknowledgement. If you look at the first line, it says pursuant to Article 39.14 of the Code of Criminal Procedure. That is a law that requires the state prosecutors to share with you and make available to you all evidence, receipts, documents, videos, whatever exists on this case, so that you and your attorney can make an intelligent and informed decision. Do you see that document?
Yes, I do.
It is signed by your attorney and the state. They are saying, yes, this law has been obeyed. We lost that document, Patty. All right. If you'll scroll to the next one is yours. It is where you say, hey, I agree to the video conference. There it is. It's your consent to video conference. You have signed that. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now you've shown a document that has, again, the identifying information, case number, your name in the court. For some reason, I don't see number. Is the 5 on there, Patty?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's over to the side. Thank you. Defendant's waiver of constitutional rights and court's admonitions. Ms. Lesniak, did you and Mr. Stetson go over this document carefully?
Yes.
Mr. Stetson, you see that it says the third sentence at the top says, I hereby enter a plea of nolo contendere to the charge of failure to ID as a fugitive with the intent to give false information. Did you see and understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, the rest of this document is divided into 15 parts or divisions, each one numbered, starting with number 1. Number 1 talks about the range of punishment. What is that punishment? What is it that you understand is the punishment for your offense?
Where it says the Class A
Mhm.
being from a $0 to a $4,000 fine and 0 days to 1 year jail.
Very good. Now, I want you to read number 2 for me real quick.
I understand I have a right to a jury trial, a right to cross-examination of witnesses, and a right to remain silent. I freely and voluntarily give up those rights.
Very good. Did you understand what that says?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Have you ever had any mental health problems or issues?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. And have you ever been involved with the sex offender registration program in any way?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Where were you born, sir?
Harlingen, Texas.
All right. The papers and the case will reflect that you are a U.S. citizen. Now, Ms. Lesniak, you and Mr. Stetson reviewed these documents carefully, including number 15. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms.
Yes.
Lesniak? All right.
Yes.
All right. And after reviewing this with your attorney, you signed it. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. This has your signature, Ms. Lesniak's, and Mr. Edelman's signature. I will place my signature on these documents too. This document in front of you now has the same identifying information. The title is Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. This is where I make a certification to you. The 5th box from the top, the vertical box is stacked up. The 5th box says, and I certify to you, this is a plea bargain case and the defendant has no right of appeal. Did you understand that that's what that document certifies to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I will be signing that as part of the record. We're gonna load up some more documents. We'll be through in less than 5 minutes. You have before you what's called a plea agreement. This is one that has a slightly different identifying information. It does identify you by name and case number. The first two boxes in the record will be marked. The first one, guess what it talks about? A repeat of the important right to remain silent. It says you know and understand that you're giving it up. The second box identifies you for the record as a U.S. citizen. The next section says defendant's acknowledgements. You and Ms. Lesniak reviewed and marked 5 boxes, and each one has a substantial and important right that it discusses that you know you have and that you're giving up. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Lesniak, is that true?
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. To the charge as read to you and in the documents, how do you plead, sir?
No contest.
A no contest plea in this court is taken as a guilty plea and is sufficient for me to convict you. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. First, I order you to come in within 7 days and to the offices of County Court of Law number 5. And in accordance with the law, Code of Criminal Procedure 38.33, you are to have your thumbprint placed on the documents as required. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right. Very good. Now, based on your plea and the evidence, I find you guilty. You are sentenced to 2 days, Bexar County Jail, a fine of $0 in court costs. You are granted credit for time served, time and money to run concurrently. The court finds that you have satisfied this judgment, and as such, you owe nothing further to the state of Texas or to this court on this particular case. Is that understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any other questions, Mr. Stetson?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Lesniak, any questions?
No, Judge.
Mr. Edelman, pardon me.
Nothing from the state, sir.
All right, then, Mr. Stetson, don't forget to come in and have your fingerprint, have your fingerprint placed on the appropriate documents.
Put on my fingerprint.
Your thumbprint, neither finger nor foot, but your thumb. All
Yes,
right,
sir.
And Judge?
Ms. Lesniak, you be blessed, be well, be safe, you and your family up there. I envy you a little bit.
Thank you.
Mr. Edelman and Ms.